I think it's great that it's finally going to be recognized and they can do it officially. And if they can meet the standards and perform their job duties as they need to, I have no issue with it. I think it's a great thing.
I'm with 2nd Brigade Special Troops Battalion in Afghanistan.
We're proud to be serving with 2nd BSTB 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 10th Mountain Division in Afghanistan.
Well, after I made it through basic training and I commissioned as an officer, I just realized, you know, there's nothing you can't do. You know, sky's the limit, dream big. And I'm excited to be finishing up my time in service honorably next year. And after that, I would say that my next goal is to become an attorney, go to law school and study criminal prosecution. From there, I would like to practice in the civilian world, just defending people, trying to make the world a better place, one person at a time. I know that you can't change everyone, but you do what you can as an individual.
My name is Ginette Bocanegra. I am a captain in the Signal Corps for the United States Army. The first female in my family to attend a private university, little school called St. Mary's in San Antonio, Texas. I got my degree there in criminology with a double minor in business and military history. My freshman year, I pledged a sorority called Delta Zeta at St. Mary's University. It was very nice to be able to build those friendships and relationships with the women there at my school and just feel like I had family to go to in times of difficulty, final exams or family hardships. They were always there. So that was great, and I see a lot of that in the military. The camaraderie that we share is like no other. I would have to say that it's a bond that would be difficult to find outside in the corporate world, because we share good times and bad times. In times of war, we stick together. In times of death, when we lose a soldier, whether it be in garrison or overseas, and it's just very special. It's a unique bond, a unique relationship that only a service member could understand. All branches of the service are strong promoters of equality. We don't see gender, we don't see man, we don't see woman, we see soldier, we see Marine, we see sailor, airman, and that doesn't exist. Sexism in the military is not tolerated, not encouraged. We couldn't survive without one another. So,
being a female leader has brought me, again, a lot of confidence and satisfaction. I remember getting made fun of by my little sister the first time she came to a military ceremony we had. She said, "I don't understand. All those guys 6 feet tall have to listen to you." And I sat back and I laughed and I said, yeah, they have to listen to me. We have this thing in the military called the chain of command. I worked hard. I earned my degree. I commissioned as an officer. I feel a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment when I make decisions, when people look up to me and ask, "Ma'am, what would you like to do? If you were in this position, if someone was asking you, would you turn left or would you turn right?" And as soon as I choose one or the other, there's no question about what happens next.
You know, my degree in criminal justice has really allowed me to somewhat see things that most other people wouldn't see. I can speak to someone and pick up on certain things that the average person wouldn't. As far as it being correlated to my career in the military, the Army places a graduate or anybody coming in really according to the military's needs. I am a signal officer that deals with, I'm trained to deal with radios and computers, telephones, electronic stuff. And lately I've done nothing of the kind. I was a news reporter in my last assignment, and before that I was an executive officer for a headquarters battery of almost 200 soldiers. So while I don't regret receiving my degree in criminology, there's no direct correlation. Being a Hispanic woman in the Army, well, let's say it was semi-challenging. Going to basic training, I can still remember arriving and just being looked at by several people, some 6-foot monsters, you know, looking down on me saying, "What are you doing here? You just don't look like you would join the Army. You're too petite, you're too," I got called it all. And looking back, you know, I understand that there is a certain stereotype that people in the outside world believe a woman in the military should look a certain way. It's an unbelievable feeling that you'll get knowing that other people appreciate what you do in a world where today there are so many people struggling and being looked down upon because of the economy or because of their jobs and what they have and what they don't have. So it's been a blessing. Joined the Army, I knew it just it felt right. I knew it would help me mature even more than my college life did. I knew it would be a good experience just because of all the opportunity that you find within the different branches of service. And to this day, I have no regrets. I can say only good things about what the Army and how it has helped me achieve personal and professional goals. The Army puts you through a lot of training. The resources in the military are incredible. Training that civilians in the outside world would pay hundreds, even thousands of dollars to achieve a certificate in. The military, with all its educational benefits, health benefits, has really allowed me to just be my own independent person, my own woman, not needing a husband or a man or anybody for me to depend on. I am a homeowner as of last year. I have a fairly new car paid off, and I have all of that on my own because of my hard work and because the opportunities that the military has provided me and that I have taken advantage of. One of the reasons why it is so easy to find a job if you choose not to make the Army a career once you've served your time honorably is because so many executives and managers or business owners in the outside world view a person in the military as someone that's responsible, somebody that can handle tough situations, someone that's dependable, and just really has the values that most core companies want to represent and portray in their employees. As far as women in the military, I think that women have just as great a chance as making the military a career. I have, in fact, one of my very own sorority sisters retired as a 3-star general. That is the second highest rank you can achieve in the military. And I can tell you it was a very proud moment for Delta Zeta, and she's been retired for some time now. She was in the Nurse Corps. And I've also met women that are Command Sergeant Majors, the highest position that a female can achieve on the enlisted side of the military role. So 2 women right there, the 2 roles, 2 ranks rather, that really show that the sky's the limit. You know, you can put anything, you can do anything you set your mind to. And I am very, very proud to be here and be a woman, to be a captain, and to tell other women, younger girls that are considering joining the Army, that you can do it, that there's nothing that's impossible, and if someone tells you that you can't, then it should be more of a drive for you to try. And I sincerely believe that that's what we are. We are an army of many nationalities, backgrounds, colors, races, but we all come together and we all fight for one cause. And so together we make this army of one. And currently we are Army Strong, and Army Strong is something that I believe really unites us as well. We could not be strong if everybody didn't agree on the same 7 core values that I spoke about earlier. We could not win the wars or the battles on terror in all the countries we've been to this date if we didn't believe in those core values, if we didn't come together and believe in an army of one, we wouldn't be Army Strong. So as far as my future is concerned in the military, I have yet to decide whether I am going to stay and make it a career or leave and practice law in the civilian world. I will say one thing though. My family has nothing bad to say about the military. All of the men have served all across branches. Every one that you will talk to can say countless benefits and amazing things, experiences that they would have never come across in any other job in corporate America. And I'm glad that I was daring. I'm glad that I was physically fit and able to come through and experience this for myself, because there's nothing else in my life up until now that I can say compares to all of the great experiences. Simply put, just being in the Army is something else. I have no regrets whether you sign up for 2 years, 4 years, or end up staying for 20. I'm glad to have served.